Hello, friends. My name is Kim, and you're watching All Things Kimberly. Today, we're going to take a look at me filling Etsy orders. I had a lot of orders come in with the new release, and I thought you might be interested to take a peek at what I have to do to get them ready. Okay, so here I have already printed the order out, and I am trimming it up with my Creative Memories paper trimmer. This paper trimmer is absolutely the best, you guys. If you do not have one, you need to check it out and get one. My friend Vicky sells them. She's a CM advisor, and I will leave her link in the description. Here you will see I have finished the trimming, and I am pulling out my scoring blade and inserting it into the trimmer. I score down the center before I fold them. It makes for a really even fold. That way nothing is wonky and crazy and lopsided. And it also makes it so easy to fold them over. Also, if you see me sliding that little clear piece on the trimmer, that is just to make sure everything is lined up perfectly. After I get them all folded, it's time to punch the corners. I use my CM corner rounder, and it does a perfect cut. This corner rounder is the best I've found. I do have the big, what is it called? I forget the name of it, but it's a great big one, but I like this little handheld one a lot better. Now it's time to stick everything into the laminating sheets. I usually do all of this, I get them all in there and then stack it up and put it behind my laminator before I run them through. It just seems to make it a lot easier for me. Here I'm starting to run everything through my laminator. I'm also watching my ladies, a few of the gents too. Leroy, you're not alone. I got 3 or 4 guys now that I watch that do budgeting videos. I am tickled to death. And I also like watching younger folks. I really am inspired by a few of them and how much they know at such a young age. Next, I'm giving everything a quick cut just to make the pieces smaller. I will be doing a more exact trim here in just a few minutes. As you can see, I still have the laminator running. This is my multitasking way of getting things done just a teeny bit quicker. I run all of my envelopes through the laminator at least twice. I want them to have a really good seal around them so they don't come apart on you guys. Okay, here I'm checking to make sure the seal is broken on all the envelopes. I'm also giving it a better trim. And you'll see me doing some more corner rounding in just a few minutes on the lamination. As you can see, when I turn my beaded butterfly mat over, it makes the perfect workspace. And where it is black, I can see those little bits of lamination that I trim off very easily to just pick them up and throw them in the trash. Works out perfectly. Now it's time to trim these down and get them ready to punch. I think I trim them on about a 1/2 inch. I have a certain spot on my paper trimmer that I put it, and I believe it's the 1/2 inch mark on that end. But that gives me a perfect hole punch so they're all nice and even. Here I'm just holding them and checking to make sure they are about the same height and width. You know, on a handmade product, you can't get everything absolutely perfect, but I do the best I can to try to get it as close as I can. I'm getting ready to do the hole punching. With my envelopes, I use a heavier cardstock, and I always use the 5 mil lamination sheets. That gives a good sturdy envelope, which is what I like, and I'm sure you guys do too. This customer chose a blue spine binder. I use the clear binders. I love them, you guys, because you can see your front and your back envelopes, and you can make it change without changing your whole binder. If you want to use something else in this binder, all you do is change out your envelopes. I put the front and back covers in, and also a couple of envelopes I know go in the front and back, but the middle ones I just stick in there because I figure you will customize it more to the order you want it in when you get it at home. Here I'd forgotten to cut the back cover into an envelope. I just had it as a dashboard. I like to make them into an envelope, and that way you can put your extra savings trackers in it. Some people might want it on the front too. If you get one at home and you decide you want an envelope in the front, that's all you have to do is just trim off that little slip at the end. I like to add a little personalized note to everyone. I don't have a whole lot of time to write a whole lot, but I do like to take the time to do just a little bit. I also like to include a little freebie. Okay, we're getting ready to take a look at the finished product, and I'm getting ready to package it up. I did just want to tell you this whole process takes just over an hour to make a binder. There is a lot of work that goes into one of these, you guys, as you can see. I did trim out some of this video so you didn't see the 100% whole process of me making all the envelopes because it would have been too long and too redundant. But I do hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I will try to continue to show you little snippets and videos throughout the weeks of new things I create. Thanks so much, and as always, enjoy the journey.